Hello Gemini, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and this is your weekly reading for the week of the 1st to the 7th of June 2020. I hope you're doing well, Gemini. Gemini, I'm having a half-price reading sale this weekend, so when I'm publishing this, it's on the 31st of May, that weekend, and my half-price reading sale this weekend is on my money abundance reads, but this time it's got a twist with it, so it's got a twist of love, and the reason for that is my guides are telling me that often we can have our money stories, our abundance stories, mixed up with our love stories too. So it could be that romantic relationships have led to blocks with your abundance, or they're leading the way to your abundance, or let's just straighten you up a little bit there, or they the way that you do relationships is the way that you do money. So there's reflections going on to give you an idea of how to move forward with your abundance story. So really interesting readings this weekend. And so if you'd like to book in for one of those, well, a half price, I'll pop a link up there. There's also a link in the description box for this video as well, in case you're not seeing those links pop up on the screen. I know some people aren't. And so that makes it 60 Australian dollars instead of 120 Australian dollars this weekend, which is about 35-40 American dollars. Now, when this reading sale ends on the 1st of June, my prices are going up for all of my readings. And so when this ends, it'll go from $60, not to 120, but to 150. 150 is my new price, which means next weekend my reading sale will be 75 Australian dollars. So just letting you know about the price rise there. Okay, so Gemini, what's going on this week for you? Let's check. Let's see. All about romantic relationships for you, Gemini. We've got lovers and innocent. So it could be that you are getting into a relationship or out of a relationship this week. There's some kind of relationship change going on, and you're going to have to tap into your innocence. In other words, this could be like a breakup requiring you to realize that you didn't do anything wrong, or maybe a breakup a while ago and you get new information through this week which makes you feel like you didn't do anything wrong. It makes you tap into your innocence. And something just came to me then, maybe a relationship that broke up recently or in the past, you suddenly get new information this week. Maybe they cheated on you or something. It was something that you didn't know about before, and it just takes that weight off your shoulders, because maybe you were thinking you'd done something wrong before that and you thought it was all down to you, and you've been questioning yourself about that, and then you find some information out which makes you feel innocent. So this is an easy innocence this week where relationships are concerned. Maybe you're just easing the pressure off yourself. Maybe you've just been expecting way too much of yourself. Maybe taking the burden, the weight of the relationship, trying to fix all the problems, that kind of thing. Taking too much of the emotional burden on in relationships. It could be that, and then suddenly you decide you don't need to do that. And so then you get your innocence from it. So there's something going on this week about relationships, Gemini, some kind of a realization that causes you to reclaim your innocence, to feel innocent in these situations as well, which is great. So if you're trying to move forward into a new relationship, or if you've got a new relationship, you're wanting it to flourish, you want to let go of that baggage, of course. And it's like you've been given a gift this week that you suddenly get some information in, which is, whether that's from an ex or an ex's friend or someone in your family. It could be about a relationship, or it could be like you reading a book and then finding out, I've been doing too much of the emotional work within relationships, and you're suddenly letting yourself off the hook. Wherever this information comes from that makes you feel innocent, this is a really good thing, because you're releasing baggage. So it makes it feel to me like you're going to be moving forward on your relationship journey. Okay, so you got the start of things, yeah. Could be a new relationship this week for some of you. You got the start of new things. That's what your guidance is coming through for. So this information that you're getting about a lover, or information about you with regards to love, it could be one of my readings and what you've been doing with abundance and with regards to love and things like that. It could be information like that. Whatever this guidance is that's come through, it's allowing you to start things off in a whole new vibration, a whole new mind, a whole new consciousness. So therefore a whole new energy. So Gemini, this feels like to me that your higher self has orchestrated this information to come through, and for you to have this aha this week. with regards to your romantic relationships, because the door is open for you to step into a much better relationship for you now. It's like release the baggage easily, step into your innocence, because you've got this new relationship coming in, a new thing to come in. So that's for some of you, a new relationship is starting off, somebody new coming into your life. It doesn't have to be someone new, it could be somebody that you already know as well coming back into your life. We've got Venus in retrograde at the moment, so there's a lot of that going on. Old feelings coming back, past exes coming through. I'm not encouraging people to get together with their exes, but sometimes they're not exes. It's like in my situation, somebody that I've been seeing for 2.5 years on and off, not really an ex, but not really ready for commitment, and that has come back around for me. So it doesn't have to be an ex, it doesn't have to be a bad thing, it can be a good thing too. Shifting circumstances. So if that's you, Gemini, if you've got a shift in circumstances with somebody that you've been seeing on and off, could be that you're different people now, could be that you've both grown, you're both in different circumstances now, and the information that you're getting through that this person has changed. It might be the week for Gemini saying, are you ready for a relationship now? Should we give this a go? It could be that kind of energy. So you're initiating something, starting something new off. Not necessarily a new person, but certainly a new chapter in that relationship. All about relationships for you. And it's that energy of being grounded and very clear, and it's like using your head to move forward in a relationship. It's having sense about it, instead of just emotionally going into a relationship, not really knowing what you're doing. This feels like an old relationship that's coming back around, and you've got more sense about it now. You're level-headed about it, and you're approaching it as in, shall we do this? Are you ready for this now? Is this what we both want? Using your mind, not just your emotions, to move forward into that. And the foundations of it is this emotional release that you've had. It's getting back to your innocence, this information that you've had that comes in, that allows you to release that burden that you've had about relationships. So it could very well be an ex coming back in, or someone that's been on and off with you, and they might be ready now for a relationship. Both might be ready now for a relationship, and just the news of them coming back in is what lifts that burden off for you. Maybe before that you've been wondering, what was I doing wrong? What was I doing wrong for this relationship never to happen? But the timing just wasn't right. You both weren't ready. It wasn't you. It's just partly you. It's always the way in relationships. It's never just one person. It's both. Both manifest it. Both are a match to it. Yeah. So as I said, you're coming from a very level head in this week. Mutual respect. This is somebody you really respect, coming together in a relationship with them and then deciding, what should we create? Would you like to create a relationship with me now? Are we ready for this? Shall we do this? Do we both want this? Very much about communication this week, about this relationship with somebody. As I said, it could be a new person, but I'm picking up a lot of energy on this old situation, this person that was in your life before, and being ready for it, being in a completely different place than you were previously. So mutual respect, which is a great thing. Very solid foundations for this relationship. Feeling good things for your Gemini in this. And you're in this creation phase of it, so you get to decide mutually, both of you, 50-50, decide whether this is what you want now, and what do you want? How do you want it to be? Do you want a relationship where you're building a family together? You want to work together? How much do you want to build together? You get to decide that. You get to create it as you want it, respecting you, respecting them, respecting the relationship, getting that balance right. And I feel like you can really do it from a level-minded place right now. It's like, it feels to me like you've got all of the crazy emotions out of the way previously, and now you're coming back together with a level head, bringing your head, your mind, your consciousness into it now, not just the emotions. You've got the firm emotions, the good emotions, the solid emotions set up there. This mutual respect, knowing each other, finally being ready and moving in. And also changes going on at the moment for you, Gemini, not just in relationships and your work as well, things to let go of in your work. So it could be as you're moving into this new relationship or this old relationship that's rekindled. that you're changing your mind about the lifestyle that you want. So it could be location change if they're in a different location. This could be talks about, well, where should we live? If we're going to have this relationship, we need to live near each other or with each other. Where shall we live? And there's things to let go of in your work. It could be, Gemini, that you've been really focused on your work because you haven't been focused on relationships. You've been pouring all your time and your energy into work because you just kind of gave up on relationships after meeting that person. And then when they come back in, it's like, okay, now I need to free up my time. I want some extra time to spend with my person, to spend on relationship, to get to know them again, to have good times with them again. And so there's stuff in your work to let go of this week. Either a part-time job, going part-time, changes in your business so that you can free up more time, or just in your headspace, just saying, okay, I'm not going to put 100% of my energy into my work anymore. I'm going to put 80% in and 20% for the relationship, or whatever it is that you want. You decide. You decide there. So it's a very good week for you, Gemini. Moving forward in relationships from a very grounded place, a very solid place, and a place of innocence. You're suddenly realizing that it wasn't all your fault before, and actually it isn't as bad as you thought. It's actually positive, and you're both ready now, and you're moving forward, which is a really beautiful thing. So if this is a new person coming into your life, they're going to be on the same wavelength as you. So still, yeah, coming from a level head. So bring your head into it as well, Gemini. In other words, don't just, I'm attracted to you, let's do this, let's move in together. Now, using your head about it, being smart about it, getting to know them, building those firm foundations slowly with them. It's really good. Really good reading for you. Do you think, Gemini? I think it is. Click like if you like this reading and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does it resonate with you? I love hearing from you. And if you'd like to book in for one of those money abundance reads with a twist of love, you can. There'll be a link around about there to book in for one of those. Have an amazing week, Gemini. I'll see you next time. Bye.